G'day and welcome to another episode of Tech Adept Crafts. My name's Anthony.
And my name's David.
And welcome. This is our first episode where the two of us are coming at you for Tech Adept Crafts, and I'd like to very much welcome David on board.
Well, thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
Yes, it's your home.
Yes.
Yeah, it's good to be here. Yeah. David has finished his HSC, so that's been a major thing for the past little while now.
Finally.
But yeah, we're finally through that. So the past few months have been so incredibly busy, and I do apologize that it's taken us this long to get another video out. Thankfully, we're through the majority of all of the big stuff for this year. There are performances coming up for school and for Big Ben and what have you, but yeah, we're seeing the end in sight. So we thought, good time for us to get in and do another video. The video today is looking at my orc army that I did for Orctober. Yes, I know it's a terrible pun, but hey, don't care, love it. It was a lot of fun to do. So my orc army is the focus of today, and we thought that would actually be a good first major video for the two of us.
Yeah.
Doing an army challenge. David, what game system are we gonna focus on?
Yeah, we're gonna focus on 40k. I haven't played that in a little bit.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to do some sort of a painting challenge for it. There are a few interesting armies out there.
Yes. Now, you guys have seen my Blood Angel army, and I've also painted up some Eldar on my live streams. But David, what do you play?
So far, I only have a Necron army, so I mostly play that, much to the chagrin of some of my friends. But I've been interested in a few others as well, and sort of looking around.
Yeah, so I think what we thought with this one, we've come up with a list of armies that we are intrigued to paint up and to play. So we thought, starting off a 1,000 point army, not anything like huge.
Yes, we don't have infinite time.
No, so it'll be good for us to do something that we can actually achieve. But 1,000 points is a good starting point. If we like it, we can keep going. If not, it's done. What are we going to do with these armies at the end of it?
Well, we were thinking of perhaps auctioning them off for charity, yeah?
Mm-hmm. All right, so we could auction armies off. We could give them to the Games Club.
That is another option.
Yeah.
The club could always use some more armies that are built and painted.
Yes, yes. Fully built, fully painted, fully there.
And protected.
Yes. You'll see up here on the screen a list of armies. I'm going to pause that right there. What did I do with the list? Full disclosure, we are looking at 3D printed armies for these, as that is kind of our thing, yeah? 3D
affordably.
3D printing, yes, it's going to be a lot more affordable to 3D print an army, but also it's a great way for us to see how good will a fully 3D printed army look when it's fully painted.
Especially some of the more intricate miniatures.
Yes. So the armies that we are going to look at, we're going to do the Eldar,
Knights,
the Tau,
Tyranids,
Necrons,
and Harlequins. Gotta have them.
So these are the armies that we're going to choose from, mainly for the fact that I do have access to files for all of these, that I have bought most of these files. Others are free files. These 6 armies, vote for it in the comments below. Say which 2 armies you would like to see us do, and then between the two of us, we're going to decide who does which of the 2.
So you can either vote for which 2 armies you want to see us try and paint and build, or you can vote for one army that you'd like and you want to see in there. Whichever gets the most likes will be the ones that we choose from, and then we'll get ahead and paint them.
Whichever army you'd like to see us paint up or try out, make sure you put a comment or hit like on somebody else's comment at least, and we'll see how we go. This will possibly be a December project, more likely a January project that we do, because it will take a little while to print everything up and get through our log of painting for buildings and what have you that we are doing for TAC at the moment, as there is the next Kickstarter coming out, and that is taking our priority right now.
Yes.
It's looking good too. Ian Lovecraft is an absolute genius, and he has designed these, well, actually I won't say, we'll keep that a surprise.
Yeah.
So sit back and enjoy the video of the Orc army. Unfortunately, only half the footage has made it. Part of the problem with why it's been so long since videos is that I had an external hard drive with pretty much my entire life on it. You know, the all my YouTube videos, all my 3D printing, all my D&D maps, everything. Yeah, it was and it was
a lot.
It died. Yeah, it's really sad.
We've come to the end of the morning period.
Yeah, we've actually...
Now mid-afternoon.
Yeah, yes. So we're now going to go into the evening of discontent. Anyway, thankfully, we'll be back to a bit more of a normal schedule for YouTube from now on. And maybe, with having David on board...
Might be a bit quicker.
Might be a bit quicker. All right, sit back, enjoy the Orcs, and we'll see you very briefly at the end. Cheers. Kings of War has this wonderful option, a 1200 point army, and you come together the weekend before and you paint all together. I don't know how many people out there actually do this ready before a tournament. I really don't know too many people who would paint an army the weekend before. Surely nobody does that. Yeah, right, okay. So I'm doing this as a 24-hour challenge to try and speed paint an army. A lot of these models are old Games Workshop models that I have had sitting in a box for literally decades. Others are 3D prints to fill out the unit sizes. The whole ethos of an Orc army, that sort of ragtag, motley crew, I really love that. I've never had a chance to really play it, so this was a great chance to get it all together, get it painted, and put it on the table. I am using Games Workshop contrast paints. You know, you guys have heard me talk about contrast paints so much over the past couple of months. I love them, and there is absolutely no chance for me to paint an entire army without using them. My old style of painting, I would have been painting for months to try and finish this army. This was a little bit more than 30 hours work. I'm trying to use a very minimal color palette as well to speed up that process. So I think I've got about 8 paints total for the majority of the army. The giant and the trolls did use a few extra colors, but that's fine. I can live with that for a handful of models. I'm going to take a moment to thank everybody that backed the RPG Tavern Kickstarter that we ran back at the end of August, early September. It was amazing the support that you guys gave, and we have been able to give a very generous donation to Inala, my chosen charity to work with. They were blown away when we handed over that check during Inala Fair. Big Band was performing, and right before the last song, I called one of their major supporters up, and we passed over that check. It was just such a wonderful day to be able to do that. So thank you so much to all the backers. You guys are what made that happen. To all my Patreon supporters, again, you guys are legendary. I know that we have sort of pulled back on Patreon, and it is really only about YouTube and about the live streams at the moment. We're not doing an STL file anymore, but we'll be doing the Kickstarters. We will keep those live streams going. That is a huge amount of fun to get together every month, and we're trying to get Ian involved as much as possible, so he'll join whenever he is available, or whenever we can both get the technology worked out. So if you'd like to join us for those live streams, jump on over to Patreon at patreon.com/TechAddictCrafts and become one of the latest supporters there for TAC. One of the easiest ways you can support the channel, though, is to just hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave a comment down below. It really does help that wonderful YouTube algorithm for promoting the channel and bringing it to more viewers across the world. Unfortunately, this part of the viewing is where a lot of the videos were failing and where quite a few of them were not able to be recovered. Again, I want to say a massive thank you to my friend Verity. She has spent weeks trying to recover footage, to recover all of the various files on that hard drive, and it really was a mammoth effort. Verity, I love you to bits. Thank you so much. I appreciate everything you've done there and whatever videos you've been able to get back. It was a massive load off my mind to get some of it back. This is some of the easiest bases I've ever done. It is simply gluing down with PVA glue, sand, rocks, giving it a brown wash when it's dry, and then dry brushing it with bleached bone. That was it for all of the rock faces. Then putting a green trim so that it will match with the green boards, and putting tufts of static grass. It really was so simple. That's the majority of all of the footage that I had left over for full paint. You'll see here there's a number of other units. There's also a unit of archers, there's a unit of more choppers, there's a unit of chariots. There are 2 character figures, a general on a boar and a shaman, plus these stone trolls. I've always loved the stone trolls in the Orc army. The blue skin just really spoke to me. So they were an absolute must when I was doing this army. They were one of the first things I added. That and a giant. And unfortunately, no footage of the giant survived. Oh well. I hope that you enjoyed the video about the orcs, and maybe you learned something more about contrast paints. They are a huge amount of fun. Make sure you click like, click subscribe so that you don't miss the next set of videos.
And make sure you vote for your favorite army or what you want us to paint in the comments below.
Absolutely. We're going to be painting that up over the Christmas holidays, so it'll be a lot of fun, and hopefully you can join us for that. And until next time, keep hobbying. Cheers. Should have we included Space Marines?
No.
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 Oh God, no.
No.
No. Orcs?
We just did that. That's this video.
True. Okay. All right. Yeah. Cool. All right.